So I have a few releases here from April 2012 for the Malifaux game from Wyrd Miniatures. They're April releases. I just got them right here at the beginning of May. But we have an alternate sculpt for Bête Noire, a Jacuna Ibume, a Carrion effigy, a Brutal effigy, and Tuco. We'll start with Tuco for the Neverborn faction. It's a 30mm model. You get his card. Kind of like the man with no name out of westerns. It's just one single piece to it. See, he's got little horns popping up out of his hat. Kind of up underneath there. He's wearing a real long duster. Has a sawed-off shotgun. Kind of pulling his hat down over the brim. So that's Tuco. We'll look at the alternate sculpt for Bête Noire. It is with the clamshells today, they don't want to come loose. So you get a card, you can kind of see what the sculpt is, her popping through a man's chest. And this is a 4-piece model, 30mm. So you have the base, which is the lower half of the man, with her, what would be the lower half of her body bursting out of him. You have his upper half, which would just kind of fit on there. You have his pistol hand, which would go there. Let's see, get a better look at him. Like a trail of mist and blood coming out of. So then you have her upper half. A wicked little smile there. And her 2 blades, a lot of flash on them. So that's the alternate Bête Noire. You have Jacuna Ibume. This is a resurrectionist model. Would like this theme to be part of, I don't want to forget her name. The Asian master, the gardener lady. And this does have a scenic base to it. It's a 50mm. You can kind of see the scenic base. Kind of an aquatic, can't tell if it's supposed to be swamp or just kind of out on the pond, or looks like more maybe a pond. See the lily pads there. And then it comes with 3 other pieces. You can kind of see on the base you have a couple of heads popping up out of the water. And then you have a couple of bodies that also pop up too. These look like they're drowned victims. You can see the chains wrapping around them. And then you have the main part of the model itself. You have a little girl hugging on to her. You can see that maybe she was being held underneath the water by a chain too. You can get to her face. You can kind of see it's been bloated and distorted. She's wearing a kimono there, but that's Jacuna Ibume. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. We have a Brutal effigy. This is like a little puppet, and they're making one to represent each faction. This is the one for the guild, and it's a 30mm model. I believe they're coming out with, I have the one for the guild and the resurrections here. I believe they're coming out with the other 3 next month. But you can see he's almost modeled on a Death Marshal. You can see he got the one piece here that goes in the base. Has the long duster. He has the thing covering his mask, kind of like the judge. And then you can see he's got the piece that goes in his back, which would be the little coffin here. And then he's got a hand holding a lantern. So it's 3 pieces all together. And the last one we're going to take a look at is the carrying effigy. And it looks to be a 3-piece model also, 30mm. Get your card with it. He's almost done up to look like a doctor, maybe, with some syringes. So you get the basic model. The head doesn't look like it comes as part of it. See, he's got some syringes and some other little bottles there. Kind of some scarecrowish wings. And then he comes with 2 other pieces. Okay. You have his head, which is just a skull with like a little raven perched on it. And you have this piece here, which is kind of the bottom part of a hand holding a skull. You can see in the picture the hand holding the skull. So those are the May releases that weren't avatars for, or not the May releases, the April releases for the Malifaux game.